familiar faces, and still seeing how this whole camp. Yes, but also that the camp is just getting bigger and bigger, which is, you know. I don't know, when was the first time I was here and playing that house? How many years? Like
4 billion years ago.
Huh?
I don't know, that was a long time ago.
But like 7-8 years ago, probably.
More. When Solar
2015? No, but...
2015.
I mean, that's when you...
Oh, so 2016 maybe.
Even earlier.
2015, okay, let's say 20, because I just left Washburn.
Yes.
Okay, 2015. So almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hell.
Damn.
That's the one guy. And here he is! Woo! We can do it! Okay, so they're going to fill the room with smoke and shit. And
See, he's doing it right now. Now making it easier.
Don't get nervous, we're all friends, we share the same diseases and herpes and everything. Yes. Please welcome the maestro, the man, the myth, the legend, Ola Englund!
Thank you. I haven't done this in a while, so I am actually nervous. But I know it's in a good environment and in a great tent. It's one of the greatest tents I've seen in a long time. Yes. No, but it's really nice. I really love doing shit like this because you get to come out from the internet and actually meet real people, you know. Which is funny. I'm going on tour next year on a tour that's called Escape the Internet, which I thought was a very clever name for a tour, but it wasn't my idea. So, so I'm trying. I have a band, The Haunted, that I play live with, but this is completely different. You know, this is as naked as it can get. In The Haunted, I'm just the lead guy, you know, and it's a lot easier. Everyone else, we're terrible together, but here I'm terrible alone. You know, it's nerve-wracking. So I'll start by playing a song so I can figure out what to say. And I know some of you guys have seen me. I asked before what I was talking about last time I was here, just to get an idea, just so I don't say the same things again. But I guess there's so many new people here that I don't really, it won't hurt. And I get to remind people what Facebook is, you know, and how great it is for people and mankind. But let me play a song. And I'm also testing you guys today. And I'm testing new strings on you guys. I have 2 different sets of strings. This guitar right here has DR strings, or doctor strings, like I like to call them, that are coded. It's something new. Dragon, they're calling it.
And your batch is coming tomorrow. They will send their shit.
It's just a test. It's nothing else. I promise. But I'm testing these coded strings. These are just regular slinkies, Ernie Ball. So that's a test. I'm also testing 2 different in-ear monitors, headphones. I can't hear a difference. These are expensive, those are cheap. So I'm going to change a little bit. Alright, I'm going to play a song. I hope you like Christmas. That's not the name of the song. I genuinely wish that you guys like Christmas because it starts with Jingle Bells. See? Oh, shit. decided to stand up because I just felt like it. You know? Sometimes you just gotta do things. But also I have a bad back, and I just had a surgery like 1 month ago for herniated disc. So that might also be a good reason. So those songs, I have something, you know, I'm Ola Englund, by the way. I didn't say, but I'm Ola Englund. I play in a band called The Haunted, Swedish metal band. I also have a band called Ola Englund. That's me and my band. And then I also have a band called Feared. And then I also have something called The Chug Project, which is something, I don't know what it is, but it's basically what you heard right there. It's riffs and a little bit of soloing. And it's something I started a year ago where I have a thing on my YouTube channel. I forgot to say I have a YouTube channel.
We know.
Okay, thank you. I would say that my YouTube channel probably brought me here on the stage today, because that's why most people know me. But I started 1 year ago I had so many riffs and so many ideas that I played I have Sunday shows and shit like that, where I try to push myself to write songs. And I'm like, a lot of people were asking for these songs to be released, and the Chug Project is that. It's basically just an output of shitty riffs and riffs. You know? I don't want to downplay myself too much, you know, I'm Swedish, but you have to, keep the balance. So those are 2 songs from the Chug Project, which is completely new for me to play, and it's weird for me to play these songs. But I have some other songs as well from different Ola Englunds and different Feareds and those other names. So I wanted to not quickly, it will take a while, but I'm gonna try and introduce myself and what I'm doing, because how many have heard about or seen any YouTube video of mine before? It's quite many, but just assuming you can, there's a lot of stupid videos as well. I'm playing like Star Wars covers on an automaton, and so viral videos I don't really see as important community-driven videos. They're just noise. But I want to give you a little introduction of who I am and how I kind of went from being a bedroom guitar player, which is something I'm still at heart, a bedroom guitar player. But I still think people use that term, except it's in front of a desk on a computer playing through plugins and stuff like that. But I'm very proud to be a bedroom guitar player, and that's something I want to talk about, because that's how I connect with a lot of other bedroom guitar players, and my journey from playing in a band or trying to make it as a band into doing your own band and publishing your own music, and why band members suck and why labels suck, and all that stuff, So I started playing guitar when I was 14 years old because I heard Nirvana, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I heard Nirvana, and it was the shit back then, and everyone else in my class started playing guitar because of Come As You Are, And it's just, okay, that seems easy enough. So, but I very quickly started listening to Pantera. And I heard Walk, Oh shit, it's in the 8th string mode right now. So this is, yeah. That's fun. That's fun. I'll explain what's happening later. But I started listening to Pantera. I heard Walk for the first time when I was 13 years old. And I'm like, what the hell was that? Like the tone, the guitar tones. Like I never heard anything like that before. And it was quite clear that I wanted to play guitar, and Dimebag was my hero, and that tone, I want that tone, and I later in life accepted I can't get that tone, but because that was Dimebag's hands, and that was just his thing. But it was this early that I started to really care about guitar sound and trying to mimic other people's sounds and albums, and isn't that a journey all guitar players are on in the beginning, that we're trying to replicate a tone, we like to play like our heroes and play their songs. And in my opinion, the most fun I've had learning guitar is when I'm playing kick-ass songs, playing Pantera covers and playing all those Machine Head songs and Sepultura and all those bands that I really listen to. So with that, you start to, you find friends and you start a band with these friends, hopefully, if they're good enough friends. And if you're lucky, you find a drummer. That's not the easiest of tasks. It's mainly 90% guitar players, and then the rest is just the rest. But you find friends to jam with, and everything's awesome and great. This is, how old am I here? I think it's 16, 17, 18 years old, still in school. We had a band, we played metal covers. Eventually we started making our own songs. And, during that time, beginning in the 2000s, the goal for a band is obviously to get a record deal, right? That's the dream right there. You had demos, you would go out to shows and give people demos, and hoping that eventually you'll give the demo to the right guy, the label guy, whatever that is, and whoever that is, because I don't know to this day if there is a label guy or if it's just people circle jerking, But so at that time I had very high ambitions with my band, and I did a lot because I love doing that, doing the websites, and I wrote all the music. I learned production to be able to record ourselves and save money, because for everything that you add, like mixing, mastering, everything costs money nowadays. It did back in the day too, so I was like, okay, well, that's easy. I don't have any money, so I'll just learn it myself. And I was pushing so hard for this band that we played for 10 years. And we played shows mainly in Stockholm, and we released demos, and eventually in 2007 we got a record deal. And I was so happy about this. Now is my chance to make it, I guess, or become a musician, musician is the term when you make enough money that you can play music. Musician. So that was my dream. But amazing. I wrote an album, we recorded the album, made sure the artwork was sick, the website, everything was top notch. I made sure of that. 2 weeks after the release, super excited, the label filed for bankruptcy. And basically everything was just gone. So I sat there with so many albums just sitting. I mean, the albums were printed and all, but we didn't have, it was not getting marketed, nothing, no one knew about us. It was just dead. And
so you financed the albums?
No. I financed the deal was that I deliver an album. They print it, do the marketing, like a label should. I mean, this is on a smaller level. If you're on a big level, obviously the label takes care of everything, or even you get like a down payment before even you start. So they took care of all the printing. It's just that the marketing was not happening because they filed for bankruptcy. And the problem was that they knew this when we released the album, which pisses me off still to this day, that they could have told us, But I poured my heart and soul into this, and I got really mad for the first time in my life. And I'm not easy to anger. I'm a very, very kind person, I hope. That's my wife, by the way. Yes. Sorry. Thank you.
Was that band Subside?
Subside, yes, exactly. So that band name was Subside. And I just got sick and tired of everyone that I knew. My bandmates, this label people. And I was just like, okay, we're 5 people in this band. I started looking inwards, right? Okay, what did we do wrong? I didn't blame the label, I also blamed us. Like, what did we do wrong? And I looked at all of us 5 members in the band, like, dude, I made everything in this band. Why aren't you pulling the same weight? If we all pull the same weight, we could be amazing. But the problem was that, the bass player, he just liked to come out and play a show now and then. And the drummer, well, he was really busy with his job. And, the singer, he had another band as well. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck you guys, A little bit. I mean, I didn't say that. They're my friends. So, but, we kind of, that band was over. And instead of, trying to find a new band, I started my own band. And I said, like, okay, I'm going to do all of this myself. Obviously, I can't sing. So I'll find a singer. At least then we're two. But then it's important to find the right singer. And that's when I formed my band Fear. It's me and the singer, Brazilian guy called Mario. And that's the start of that band, but also the start of my whole journey, which is kind of interesting because I would say I'm probably very self-made with YouTube and everything, but I also got a glimpse into the pro label side of things with my band The Haunted, for instance, which I also battle a lot. I battle the labels at Haunted, but it's really interesting to see both worlds. So I'm going to play a song first, and then we'll continue. I just don't want to bore you guys because it's a long story. But if you have any questions, sure, raise your hand. And yes, okay, awesome. That's not the tuning of this guitar. This is in drop C. I just have Logic transpose it for me for each individual song, so I don't have to do any switch guitars. I can play 7-string songs on this 6-string guitar if I want to. Cheating? Yes.
Is it Logic's built-in functionality?
No, it's I'm using Logic, but it's the Neural DSP transpose function, which sounds incredible. So that's what I'm using. Sometimes I go up and down in songs because I wrote like an 8-string song, so I need the lowest strings for the 8-string, and then when the solo kicks in, it's the standard 6-string. So if I would play a show, I probably wouldn't do this. I would probably bring an 8-string, but for things like this where I need to travel easy, just bring one guitar, one backup, done. I don't have to, I have so many different tunings and different bands and shit like that. So it's a really nice way of just making it easy for myself. And yeah. Well, okay, let's see. Okay, let's play another song. I decided that I don't like these strings. Okay, so these are the coded strings.
What gauge?
9 to 46. I like the string thickness. That's fine. It's the codedness, which adds friction.
Are you in drop C in 9?
I'm in drop C.
9?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I discovered. Okay, I have to defend this because I'm a 10 to 52 guy actually for drop C, and 52 might even be a little too thin for drop C.
Yeah, but the high speed.
Huh?
The 9 and the...
Yes. Calm down. Everyone, calm down. No, but the reason is the Evertune bridge, actually. Because on a regular bridge, you can't push hard on a 9 to 46 string and play drop C. Because the strings will go, bow, they'll go sharp, you know? But with the Evertune, it works. And in my opinion, thinner strings sound better. Yes.
Yes.
So
Tighter.
it is well, tighter comes to your picking. It is a lot. It is a lot more work to catch a string if it's thinner and if it's low tune, but it sounds better. And in my opinion, I think it's worth it. It sounds way better. But so that's one of the pros of having an Evertune.
More chugness.
More chugness, exactly. Fixed strings are great, gives bottom end, but I mean, you can get bottom end from an amplifier if you want. I mean, and help it up a little bit. So I personally prefer thinner strings. I've even tried like half sets. So for standard E, like 8.5. It's great. It's fun. Have you ever tried like 8 sets? It's incredible.
The high E string.
How's that?
No, I tried the high E string was
Yeah.
an 8 and the rest was a 9.
That's great.
Didn't it break all the time?
I tried a 7 set. Wow, it was great. It's like playing a toys guitar. You can bend like 4 steps, like really easy. But yes, no. So I'll change guitar because I don't like these strings. But that's why I'm testing it on you guys. Have you seen this guitar? It's one
Yeah,
of those
it's great.
fancy ones that change color.
Wow.
John Petrucci did it first, so I'm just a copycat. That's okay. I waited 20 years, so people forgot. Now I'm reminding them, you know?
I have a question about the Evertune.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yes.
I'm just gonna... Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so can you decide individual for each string if you're allowed to bend or not?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
that's nice.
I don't know too many people that doesn't want any string to bend.
Okay.
Like, but you can do that.
Okay.
Like if you're recording. I think something that people don't talk about with the Evertune is for recording. If you're playing clean things, you know, with a clean tone and clean chords that are very intricate, and you need to change to where sometimes you overcompensate and it's really tough you push harder on the strings. The Evertune kind of fixes that a little bit. So for cleans, it's perfect to set it as non-bend.
Okay.
And it's so, the coolest thing is that you tune a chord and it's just like, it's dead on, you know, the scent. And it's like orgasm with it, you know, it's just satisfying.
When you play that first guitar with 946,
Yes?
you're tuning it like it's normal.
It's-
Everything bends, but...
Standard, well, drop C, so it's in D.
No, okay, drop C, but the Evertune
Yep.
bridge doesn't, it's in the zone. I
Oh, it's okay, yeah. So
No,
depends
you,
on the
you say
saddles.
that Evertune compensates the tightness of the string. It's looser, but
It's still
it doesn't
loose.
go out of tune.
Well, the thing about having thin strings is when you press hard, they go sharp.
Yeah, but it's set up normal.
It's no mumbo jumbo. It's just hello, you know, standard. Yes, sir.
How hard is it to kind of change your guitar tuning? Let's say if you want to go from drop C to
Standard.
like standard D.
I mean, I have to go and bring my key, you know, but I can cheat too. But it's
So it doesn't like fuck up the tuning like a Floyd. You can't do it. So
no.
you don't have to.
That's the thing with the Evertune is that it's mechanical. It's not. It doesn't care about you know what you do to it. It's a mechanical tension. So even the only thing that can change the tuning is if the string changes weight by sweat or skin, for instance.
So do you need to do like any adjustments, like you need to adjust the Floyd, like so it's even? So
No.
you need to do anything with
No, so the good thing about the Evertune is that you tune it here, set the intonation, string, and then individual string height,
Yeah.
while the string is still in tune. So also another great pro with the Evertune, you intonate while it's still in tune. Intonating on a Floyd, it's amazing. It's one of the best pastimes things to do. No, but so it's really easy to intonate all of that. But obviously, I'm a big fan of Floyd too, and I miss the Floyd when I'm standing here because I want to,
Dying back shit.
Well, exactly, and I want to. I can spice up my solos with them, But playing with the Haunted, it's like with the Evertune, it's amazing. And everyone else, we've never. I mean, all bands, in my opinion, that start using Evertune when playing live sound incredible. And like a band like Devin Townsend, for instance, all his guitars are Evertune. I mean, he sounds amazing, and it's because the guitars are also amazing, I can't stand when there's two guitar players and it's just slightly off, and it's
a big
their
noise
pan,
effect.
and you're falling over because it's out of tune a little bit, Yes.
One
Yes.
question, not related to the guitar, but to touring. So when you started playing first with your first band, whom you
Yes.
had a fallout and all that stuff, how did your first tour look like? And I'm mostly interested in how did you organize it? Like what you called venues, you called a guy who knows a guy.
So
what
that first band never toured.
Okay.
We only played shows here and there, and I called and asked, or like had a friend of a friend, So I never toured with that band, but the plan was to release an album so we can tour.
Okay.
That's where
Yeah,
all went down.
hell. Yeah, but okay. What did then your first actual tour look like with?
Fear.
Yeah.
Okay, Fear never toured. Okay, but I'm coming here to this point.
Okay.
Because I also played in a band called 6 Feet Under. The Chris Barnes from Cannibal Corpse, his band. He sounds horrible now, by the way, or he's not as good. But I basically just got into a tour, and then I just smooth sailing, So I never actually booked my own tour until now, next year. Okay, so I'll get back to you. I still have the story to talk about.
Yeah.
No, but all right. So when I had this band and this band and all that, and I started my Fear band, something new was coming up on the internet called YouTube. And what was this? 2007, I think. And YouTube is amazing for people to learn stuff and for checking out new gear. And I love gear. And the problem back then was that there wasn't any gear reviews, and people didn't have iPhones. And it was terrible. The quality was just terrible back then. And the videos that were up were just really shitty. So I figured I had a little bit of production knowledge, and I figured like, okay, me and my wife Louise, we got married in 2008, and I bought the first HD camera for our vacation. And I figured like, dude, next level, 720p, and it really looked amazing. So I started videotaping myself playing Feared songs, doing, my amplifiers and shit like that. And I was at a forum at the time too. And I uploaded all these videos to YouTube, and people were like, oh, holy shit, Ola, can't you record my amplifier as well? People sitting on these guitar forums with amplifiers. Oh, yeah, sure, if you want. And I drew to his place, and I picked up his amplifier, brought it home, recorded the demo, super happy, brought it back. And this kind of snowballed into an incredible snowball effect, where every weekend I was, working 9 to 5, or 8 to 5 rather, doing all this on my spare time, obviously. But that meant that time for YouTube was on weekends. So me and Louise would go to like another town in Sweden to pick up an amplifier Saturday morning, and then drop it back off on the Sunday. So I brought Louise with me all over the country. And it was yeah. She's it was a lot of trips and a lot of patience on her behalf. But yeah, it was fun. And that's basically how I built my first portfolio of videos. Was just I was driving around borrowing people's amplifiers, and I played feared songs in them in the videos, and with that, that YouTube channel kind of grew, and with that also my band Feared kind of grew with that. So I did that YouTube thing. Very happy, and I did it all in my spare time. I was an accountant at the time, so I was doing numbers and trying to save the company and and all of that. And in 2012, I went to NAMM for the first time. And NAMM is an exhibition in Los Angeles. I think everyone knows what NAMM is. If you don't know, it's an exhibition in Los Angeles. It's like where all the rock stars go. And I went there for the first time, and it was the first time I was out escaping the internet, as I would say. And there was a lot of people that thanked me for my videos there, and I was completely, not bring forth. I was just not ready. I was completely surprised by the fact that real people actually watched my video, and it was not just half my mom, watching half my video, whatever. Anyways, so
Were you there as a?
I was there.
citizen,
Okay,
or-
I had a signature guitar coming with a brand called Strictly 7. I was super stoked, and I was there to promote that guitar. And I had no idea what I was doing. It's like, oh, it's a 7-string. Oh, it's cool. It's down tuned. Oh shit, it's long scale. Hell yeah! Then like Duncan Distortion. Fuck yeah! So I was just so happy. I mean, it didn't mean that the guitar was necessarily good for me or like something I really, was built for me. It was a really cool guitar, but it wasn't necessarily what I wanted. But I was just happy, as you are. So I went there and I came back with all this energy from NAMM, and I was like, shit, I have to quit my day job. And I wasn't making money out of YouTube, just a little bit. But I was like, I have to take this shot right now. And I told Louise, I think, and she's like, ooh, we just sort of got a kid, and sort of, yeah, 2 years old or something, yeah. But I was like, I have to take this chance. And I quit my job, and I left. And I was a little bit lucky because I would never have done that today, because I would never be able to fund all of my family with YouTube. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was lucky because Chris Barnes called me from the US and asked me if I wanted to join his band and go on tour. So I'm extremely thankful for Chris Barnes of 6 Feet Under. He's amazing guy as well. He gets very wrongly portrayed on the internet, unfortunately. He's an amazing guy, amazing dude. And I went on tour with him for about a year, and it's saved the economy of Family England, I would say, together with YouTube then. But then in the same year, what's that?
I also had a job.
Louise was also pulling her weight. Okay, very good. That's right. She was probably pulling more weight actually. Yes.
This one has contacted you because YouTube or them?
I got recommended by Ben Eller, who's another YouTuber.
Uncle Ben.
Yes, Uncle Ben. And I also have him to thank for a lot because, he got me that gig basically. So, huge love for Chris Barnes, huge love for Uncle Ben. And so while Louise was at home taking care of the kids and the bills and making the money, I was out rocking. And, but, occasionally I came home and I worked, And I also joined The Haunted the same year, which is a Swedish band. It doesn't make sense for me to fly 14 hours to play a gig for 40 minutes in the US and then fly back 14 hours. They grew old pretty quick, but touring was fun with 6 Feet Under. But I left 6 Feet Under because obviously I don't have the time to be in two bands. So Haunted more geographically makes more sense. They're Swedish. Yes?
Ben Ella recommended you to 6 Feet Under.
Yes, I think Chris asked Ben if he knew a cool guitar player and so, no, he probably just asked for a guitar player and he recommended me. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So And then I joined the Haunted, and I got like a Washburn signature deal, and everything kind of just happened all at once. And kind of weird how that works. But I want to play another song before I start talking shit about labels and building up self-publishing and all that. But I'll play another song. Did you have a question?
Yeah,
there?
about Washburn. How did they approach you after your...
Okay, so I got a Randall deal first.
Yeah.
A signature amplifier for Randall. It's like, what the hell? Randall's, I had my Randall signature Satan amplifier. And I was like, dude, Dimebag played Randall. Hell yeah. And then Washburn came like, hey, let's do a signature guitar. I'm like, Washburn and Randall. Dimebag, man. He played Washburn, like it was incredible. So I was on the, incredible. But I learned my mistake with my previous guitar is that, okay, this time I want to design my own guitar. And I did design my own guitar on paper and brought it to Washburn. And not to toot my own horn, but I was actually talking to Ibanez and ESP at the same time. But Ibanez and ESP wouldn't let me do my own model. And I knew that going into the brand and the meetings. But Washburn were kind of like underdogs. They were currently only doing like 20% electric guitars and 80% acoustic. So they were kind of like in a weird spot, and I could come and save their asses, with a cool. It was just good timing, and together with Randall, it was just really too good to be true, almost. And and I stayed with those guys until I went to Free Guitar Camp in 2015, and I decided right there and then, in that room over there, I'm gonna leave. No, but something like that. I had more plans. Actually, the thing about the Randall deal and the Washburn deal goes a little bit in hand with my opinions about labels and things like that. So I'll talk about that later and play a song. Should I play? I played an 8-string song. That's not 8-string. It's an 8-string played on a 6-string. And when the solo kicks in, it will go from 8-string to standard. So when it's 8-string, it tunes down 5 steps. When it's the solo, it tunes up 2 steps. So a total of 7 steps.
Automatically, just like that.
You won't hear it, probably. If I'm tight enough, you won't hear it. Okay? Hopefully. Okay, tell me if you hear it afterwards. I want to know. Did you hear it?
No.
Phew. Good. Yes. Sorry. What?
Which of the neural plugins?
The Pliny plugin.
You don't get the transpose that I think.
No. You have to have the X versions.
The extra.
Yes.
It's like 3 out there.
Yes, sir.
If you're using the transpose, why specifically drop C? Is there a reason behind?
It's a good middle ground because okay, some songs are in standard E, some songs are in on a 7 string, so drop A. So it's just a middle ground. If I go have standard E and go down to an 8 string song, it's like so many steps, 7, 8 steps, which will sound it will start to sound weird, you know. So I think it's just a good middle ground right there. Also, I've decided on the in-ear monitors as well. I can't hear shit. I can't hear the good thing about in-ear monitoring is that you can hear the bends. I couldn't hear the bends.
It sounds great outside.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It does not sound good in my head.
The cheaper ones or the expensive ones?
What's that?
Those are the cheaper ones or the expensive ones?
These were the expensive ones. That's what pisses me off. Yeah. They're both short.
Okay, so how much for this expensive one?
400 probably for these, and these are the cheapest ones. And these are the ones I've been using on tour and been happy with. And I'm like, oh, you should try the expensive one. Oh, great. No, fuck off. Yes.
I can imagine. It gets distracting when you change the tuning mid-song. Did you have to practice exactly that at home?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm sometimes confused. No, sometimes. A lot of times I'm confused.
Okay.
But it's also just an environment like this. It's really tough when I hear so much of the music going out, and then in ears, it can be very confusing. What it's you know, on a big stage it's easy because then you're so far away from the speakers that go out. But here the speakers are behind me. I can hear. So it's a little bit weird. Also, yes, sir. With the beautiful guitar. Sorry.
Changing the height of the guitar, I suppose it makes the left hand easier, and the you know, for the back is better.
Yes.
But did it make the right hand a little bit harder to play? Because I mean,
Yeah.
playing low sort of helps the picking hand.
No.
No.
Not for me.
Okay.
For cool guitar players, yes, that play really cool down here. I have a weird picking technique. I pick backwards,
Ah, okay.
so I look like a dork. The further down, like I have to go and from like this, you know. So actually, it's better for me to have it higher. Not only I put it up higher for my back, and also when there's a clinic and workshop where it's very important that I play as good as I can, you know. But for haunted, fuck, I'll drop it, you know, because there's other people that people watch as well. And but it is for my back basically because before I was kind of hunkering over, you know, because I have to. So it is definitely for my back, for sure. Yes, sir.
Do you experience latency with the plugin, and what kind of latency setting do you have?
Oh, you opened Pandora's box. I love talking about this. So this is also something I test amplifiers, but I love the digital world of guitar playing and the options we have today. So I'm getting. Let me see, real quick. Okay, so my round trip latency, which is guitar going in, going out to speakers. Okay, that's right now 3.6 milliseconds.
1 meter.
But that's still a problem. I have a Thunderbolt interface at home that I get 1 millisecond round trip latency, and that's what I'm planning to tour with next year. You can also go up in sample rate. It will it'll be faster to get a lower latency. So right now I'm in 44,000, but if you go up to 88,000 or 96 kilohertz, you can get down that round trip latency even more. It will strain your computer more, but it's worth it.
But do you actually feel 3 milliseconds?
Okay. Still love talking about this. I mean, it doesn't mean that I can't feel 3 milliseconds, but the thing is, for every piece of equipment you add latency. So for my case, in-ears, that's 5 milliseconds right there, adding latency. Wireless system, now I'm using a cable, but live I'm using a wireless system. For everything you add latency. So I want to have the least latency as possible before I start adding stuff. So that's why at home, 1 millisecond latency is great. Here, 3 milliseconds, I probably can't feel it. But I'm just so scared about adding latency with things, you know.
Because if you would play in the guitar amp,
Yep. This distance is probably 3 milliseconds.
yeah, 1 meter
Yeah.
is 3 milliseconds.
Yes,
So it's 2
exactly.
meters, so you have 6 milliseconds.
Exactly.
From the
Exactly.
to your ear.
I know. Don't argue with me. I've tried this. No, but it's mainly because, you know, even sound systems in at shows and concerts add milliseconds, and then travel this. I mean, that's why it's so confusing. I can hear something instant here, but then you hear the speakers that are a little shifted, and it's just like when tuning is off, you kind of want to fall over a little bit. So. Thunderbolt's my game. I love Thunderbolt because that's the lowest I've been able to get. And USB is not there yet. But the problem is that they don't utilize Thunderbolt because people are fine with USB.
Yeah.
And it's cheap too. Cheaper. Yes, sir.
So what do you use home when you get the 1 millisecond?
Thunderbolt, I use... at my studio I'm using an Apogee Ensemble.
Yeah.
That's Thunderbolt 2. But I just got a PreSonus something with Thunderbolt 3. That's the 1 millisecond one. But I can get the 1 millisecond on the Apogee as well, as long as I record in 96 kilohertz.
Yep.
You counting the milliseconds?
No, no.
All right. Well, I love shit like that. Yes, sir.
When touring, do you do a complete digital rig, or do you have Axe effects, or?
Okay.
And the second part, and if you have a band, do you have a click? Are you hearing a click or just a drum?
All right. So, the Haunted versus Ola Englund the Swede gig. The Haunted, you step on a pedal and it's done. You know, you go. It's no clicks. The wheels are coming off. You know, and it's like, but you know, that's what I love that because it's driving. It's a driving force.
Yeah.
And the problem with click is that everything starts to sound the same. And that's why we love to not play with a click and sounding like the wheels are coming off because we're hunting, hunting each other, which I think is very important. So for that, no clicks. But with my own tour, I would probably have clicks because we have backing tracks and strings and beautiful things, in the background. So I will probably use clicks for my own show.
And the actual rig, is it a digital rig, virtual rig, or real?
That's probably for the Haunted, it's a real rig. I've been trying different modelers going into a effects loop of an amplifier, so I have real cabinets and all that. And then I just leave the front of house guy gets to decide if he used the direct out or the mic'd. So, but I like to have cabinets behind me, and the bass player likes it as well. So it's fun. So I get to do both worlds, So I know the problems with both, and the cons and pros with both. Yeah. Yes.
Are you using Logic because you want to have your backing tracks plus automation, or are you using, for example, your plugin plus some obscure multi-compressor to bring up just the things you want for each?
So I mean, I figured if I need to take backing tracks with me, I might as well just play through Logic. I mean, there are plugins for the UAD that you can use, but with Logic I can automate everything. In the first song there was whammy, right? All of that was an automated whammy that goes like this. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So all of that is automated. Switching to lead, automated tunings up and down, clean.
But then you use just the plugin tone, nothing.
I mean, for the solo, it's just I add an EQ and just take away the highs. And it's the same tone. Just add a delay and reverb. See? I added some delay and reverb right there. All right. Okay. So, sorry. Yes.
Have you been trying the modulars on stage, sort of as a road test? Like, I haven't seen it with modulars, but I have seen it with guitars, where you can go around an okay guitar in the studio in a sort of controlled environment, but once you're on stage,
completely
that's
different.
where you feel
Yes.
absolutely the...
So that's my advertisement for my new YouTube series. No, but I started through this summer that I've been playing festivals. I've been using different modelers, and I try to make videos of it. So I recently tried a Fender Tonemaster, for instance. Great unit. The Quad Cortex I'm probably the most used to. The FM3 Fractal, I mean, all of those top shelf ones are really fucking good, really good. But it all comes down to what features you need. The Quad Core X is a little bit small on the between the buttons, so it's really easy to hit the wrong button. For instance, there's a Helix. They're all good, and it is absolutely different playing at home and then bringing it out. It's night and day how it feels and how it actually sounds. Just hearing my sound here, it's like, oh, is that really how it sounds? It's yeah.
Do you EQ it on the stage? I don't with modelers because I can't bother.
No. That's dangerous to start EQing. You play it at home through an amplifier and make sure it sounds good there, and then you should be fine.
You don't like
that's dangerous business.
Separate channels, one for your stage and one for out.
No. Oh, yeah, well, I do a split signal, so I have one direct signal with an impulse response, and then I have the one going to. Yes,
so
exactly.
You don't want to change the.
Oh, dude, that's gonna make me nervous as hell. The front of house guy, he's getting paid too. He could change that.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
class, okay.
But for me, no. I just play and smile. There's more things to worry about when you're up there, like actually playing right. So the Washburn thing, I was talking about Washburn and how I was very, very lucky to have them do actually this guitar. I brought it into Washburn. They were like, okay, we'll make a signature guitar for you. We'll do the logo and all that. It's called the Solar. It was Washburn, but it's called the Solar. And we released that guitar, and people were very happy. I was very happy, but just as I talked with Matthias here before, was that things are going very, very slow in the traditional guitar market. And I just felt like, dude, we don't have time to sell in a guitar to a dealer and distributor for them to order so they can manufacture the guitars and have them 1.5 years later. That's the traditional guitar business. The brands give out the news to distributors and dealers. They make the order. When the order has shipped to their stores, that's when they launch. And that's why you see a lot of leaks here and there, because distributors, they make mistakes. And that model was, I just don't get it. We're in the social media age where people have absolutely no attention span. Like how does these two worlds even clash? So I was with Washburn and Randall, very happy for a couple of years. Then my homies at the Washburn, they left Washburn because there was a lot of management change. And I also felt that I wanted to do so much. I wanted to release so many different types of guitars. It's like, well, it's going to take this, and we have to prototype, and and the guy has to make a CAD change, and there's just so much bureaucracy. It's such a big brand, Washburn, owned by U.S. Music, owned by Jam Industries, which is and now owned by KMC, which is a distribution firm, and it's just too big of companies. Like how. It's too much, and that's why the bureaucracy makes things take a long time, especially for the amplifiers. That's shit. That's so much dangerous shit in that amplifier that you can die from. You really need to test that. That's a high power thing right there that can kill people if you do. If you're don't know what you're doing. But so my favorite guys left Washburn, and I was like, fuck, man. I really like that guy that I was working with, but he and I, we shared the same kind of feelings in regards of how things, the guitar industry is, the traditional guitar industry, how it is and how wrong it is today. So I called him after he quit. I'm like, dude, can't we just make our own brand and just make this a lot better? And that's in 2015. And we started Solar Guitars, which is this guitar brand that I'm playing right now. And in 2017, we launched that brand. And it's basically direct to consumer, which means that we have the guitars, people buy them, here you go. It doesn't go through any middle hands. They don't get upcharged because when you incorporate dealers and distributors, everyone wants pay. So guitars become more and more expensive. We're cutting the middle hand, and then, just like Matthias is doing right now with his brand, which is, it's the way to go. The traditional retail industry is dying. Unfortunately, I love guitar stores more than anything, but people are not going to stores anymore. Sorry.
You probably know your shit, but that surprises me because if there's one thing I would not buy from just looking at the internet,
Yes.
it would be a fucking guitar.
Yes, but you know what? People are
I'm
changing.
old. Yeah.
People are changing their minds, and suddenly they can't play the guitar that they want because the problem is that there's Amazon, Guitar Center, and Thomann. They kill the small stores because they don't have the stores can't afford having all the guitars in stock. So people go in, oh, I want to try this guitar. Oh, we can order it, and we can have it here in 4 weeks. And they're like, okay, or I can order from Thomann and get it tomorrow. So it's killing off the small stores, man. And I hate that because I love guitar stores. I was going to guitar stores every weekend back there in the 90s. And
but you don't get the feedback from your customers that I would really
Absolutely.
love to be able to play somewhere.
Absolutely, but it's fading. The feedback is disappeared because people are more used to ordering online.
Okay.
And they can return it after
do
40
they?
days. It happens that people. This is not for everyone. This is a metal guitar, And yeah, sorry.
You design all the solo guitars, or you have
Yep.
a beam, or what are the specs?
Design is all written by us. This logo, that's my wife. She made that logo. And I made all this design, and all the guitars are just hand drawn together with my colleague. And what I think that we're doing right, and this is not to get salesy, but it's a strategy, is that we make metal guitars. And we don't do other guitars. We're niched towards metal. So when you get a solo guitar, it's a metal guitar. That's probably as non-metal as it gets right there. And it's just because that's what we believe in. And I think we lose focus if you do everything, Because a lot of brands are doing this. They're doing here's the Tele range, and here's the Grandpa range, and here's this, metal, the metal series. And, it's really making it unfocused in a way.
So you decide Evertune.
Yes, I'm a very early adopter of the Evertune. They're not on every guitar, but they're on a lot of guitars because I truly believe in the Evertune. Yes, sir.
So you have a pre-order model also, because it feels, and I'm barely exaggerating, that of course you do metal guitars, but you do a new guitar every week. No.
Yep, but it's not a pre-order model.
Is it?
No. When we launch the guitar, it's available. Because we know that people don't have an attention span. When it says pre-order, it's because the previous shipment got sold out. So sometimes, shipping guitars on a boat might not be the most secure way today. And things get delayed. It happens. But our ambition is when we launch a guitar, it's available.
So if I may ask, how much time in advance do you have to design the new models so that the stream keeps going on?
It takes time to design a guitar and to prototype and to manufacture. Absolutely. But the thing is that we're doing it before the consumer knows. Yeah. And that's the problem with the dealers and the distributors, because they have to know before, and they make the order, and they already have pictures and all that, and they get people excited, and then the excitement is gone after 1.5 years when the guitars arrive.
So you're designing like 6 months in advance, a year in advance?
Oh, it's a year probably.
It's a year?
Yeah, but I'm trying to find ways to cut that time down. But that's my only guitar pick. No, it's not.
Yeah, more.
I have one. So, so solo guitars. Yes, sir.
Will Solar Guitar ever launch a series of signature amplifiers for you, or do you think that the market is dying?
That market is indeed dying. And like I said before, tube amplifiers are incredibly dangerous. Yeah. It takes a lot of different, permits.
Yes.
And our model is not very fitting because we supply from Europe. And supplying an amplifier from Europe to US, where there's 110 volts, for instance. What do you think the shipping of a cabinet might cost from Spain to the US?
Between too much and infinitely expensive.
Yeah, cabinets you probably have to ship on a pallet. It's stupid expensive. That model is not working for amps and cabinets. It's basically catered for a guitar in a box or 2 boxes. We ship in 2 boxes. Is a tube amplifier the way to go forward? It might be something else. Oh, who knows? We already did a chug pedal. It's not like we're stopping there, you know. So there's more coming. But yeah.
Chug X.
Chug chord.
Almost.
Everyone is putting the X at the end because of the I.
You're right. The Pliny X, Chug X. That's stupid. But it was like the I. When everyone put the I on phone, I, Apple, I, ass, you know. But anyways, this solar guitars has been that's since 2017. So, dude, seven years now. And thank you. And I must commend Matthias for what he's doing, because he's doing the exact same thing. And I've said this a long time. This is the way. Okay, I just said it right there. This is the way. No, but this is what we're going to see more of. You know, more niched brands that, you know, cater to a niche audience where the consumer drives the brand. And, you know, more competition, basically. Ola Strandberg is doing the same. He's very smart. And it's great. I mean, what I like is that, unlike the big bureaucracy of Washburn and Randall and big companies, you know, a company like Fender, there's so many people there. How do you even get shit going? But we're a small team that makes so much damage, and we're really passionate and into it, you know. So it's really an adventure of passionate people that love metal, and that's I think that shows in the brand. That, you know, we're really focused and have our mindset to make a really awesome metal guitar for everyone. We have an S by Solar brand now, which is like a low-end Squire, I would say, of Solar. Mainly to just sell to Brazil in the first place, because in Brazil they pay stupidly insane import taxes. And I remember when I was there with Washburn, that their guitars were just like, a guitar like this is I think this is €9.99, this guitar. That would be like $3,000-4,000 equivalent right there.
Oh, really?
So, and it's not like the people in Brazil have a lot of money either. So the S by Solar Man was a pilot in Brazil, and it became very successful. So now it's launched in the rest of the world. And I heard you just got one. Yes, sir.
Yes. So the way it's going with the instruments and amplifiers and stuff, how do we keep small local musical stores alive?
Do you have one?
I have one in the city I live, and it's.
You have to engage the kids and do other things as well, and the bands in the area. You have to build a community around the shop. I mean, it sounds difficult, but it's the only way to do it, man. You have to have lessons for kids, so kids come in, sell lessons. I see this like people are doing this in mom and pop shows in the US, for instance, where they basically create a whole school surrounding the shop, basically, and try and make it like a, what do you call it? A point of a community, and bring in the coolest guitars in there. You have to be so aware of what's cool and what's hip, you know. And if it's catering towards the country players or the metal players, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I never run a store before, except for a web store.
One either. It's just I like going to stores. And
Same, man. I hate Spotify. I went to record stores every day.
And the number one advice everyone has for buying a guitar is like, take one in your hands, play it.
I know.
Yeah. So.
I know. But people change, and yeah. I don't know what to say. Like it's. I wish it was different, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to not die.
Yeah.
And you know, and
same here.
That's just everyone's just struggling to not die. That's yes. Yeah, let's see.
David Tunebridge.
Yes.
That's quite a lot of metal. How much does that add?
Effect. Well, you cut out a lot of wood, and it adds a little bit of weight, but it's not too bad. You can test. You can afterwards. You can feel these if you want.
Yeah, and just Sustainiac guitars.
Sustainiac guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they coming back?
Oh, we have them. They just get sold out all the time.
Yeah.
So we launch and they get sold out.
Okay.
But the Sustainiac is so expensive. It makes.
Yeah, but it's.
I'm allergic against guitars that become too expensive for some reason. But Sustainiac is incredibly expensive, but they're cool. That's how. Yes.
I know you're a big fan of the Gates, but were you into the hunted material when they called you?
Yes, I was, which is insane. My band name Feared, that I told you about my band Feared. I named it Feared because I thought the Haunted was cool. So I could have the Feared, but I just skipped the Feared. So I was a big Haunted fan. So imagine that they called me and asked me to play in their band. That's very happy, very happy. So we talked about the thing about the guitars right there. I'm gonna play a song as well, and then maybe we could talk a little bit about social media. I love that you're asking me a question because it makes me think about other things. And yes, great. See, I've been talking so long. There's a screensaver. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you guys okay? Are you having a good time? Yeah. Not sleeping just yet. Louise brought gifts, by the way.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Goodie bag.
Or are we more than 30? How many people are attending?
What? There's only
50-ish.
50.
Or 49 or something.
That's a problem.
Don't worry.
I was like, oh, it's going to be 30 people. So we don't have enough.
We'll organize a fight.
We'll organize it. We'll fix it.
Guitar battle.
Yes, a shred off. Let's go.
Hunger Games.
No, the people that are the worst get them. It's like a surprise for them. Now we'll figure it out. We have something I'm also a big fan of is a B stock. We have a section on our Solar Guitars site called B stock, where it's basically guitars that someone touched, cheaper, which is a challenge when you own a guitar company and when you start a guitar company. There's a lot of people are gonna be very, very picky about their guitars, and we did a system where if there's anything I would be picky about, we just sell it as a B stock and stuff for a little cheaper, but it's the same fucking guitar with a small little dot somewhere, or it looked wrong in one angle or whatever. So with that, we also brought some B stock merch, and I figured let's sell some merch for cheap. So I have some cool T-shirts and I have a hoodie and stuff like that will sell for do you know Kronas or Drachnars or Euros or not Drachnars? I made that up. Yes. So €7.50 for a T-shirt or something like that.
I'm buying.
Good. So and that also another test for you guys. We have one of these bleepity block machines where it's like bleep with your credit card. Tap. Yes. I wish it was called bleepity block.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. But so we're gonna try that on you guys as well. Okay. But I'm gonna play this song. This is from. This is a Feared song. Don't raise the expectations by saying ooh. Shit. I saw you were a little impressed by that stretch. Just a little. That's it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Question. So, from what I've heard here, my question is, how much in a mix, how much tone of a good of electric guitar, how much does it come from the bass actually?
Very much. Very much. You knew what you were asking.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay. He wanted me to acknowledge bass players, which I
Well, I'm
sometimes
not a bass
have.
player, but
Okay, okay. No, it's very, very important. Obviously, I'm a big fan of a very simple layout. A lot of metal bands, they do like 2 left tracks, 2 right tracks, and then it's just a big old
space.
Plethora of sound. But I like one guitar left and right, like one left, one right, and then a heavy bass in the middle, because it will be more articulate, I would say, and heavily distorted bass, in my opinion. Yes.
You record your bass or do you use Eurobase?
I record my bass.
Okay.
But sometimes I use Eurobase. But for projects like actual albums I release, always real.
Okay.
So, but for Sunday with Ola, sometimes Eurobase.
It sounds amazing now.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's actually tune track and not Eurobase. Yeah, it's tune track, easy bass with neural DSP parallax. But they all sound fucking insane. Yes, sir.
If you would want a coffee break or something,
that's so
what
kind
we
of you.
usually do with the evening guests. So if you
coffee? Oh, you
I know
need a
there
coffee.
is coffee.
Yo, you need coffee break.
No. It's just
This guy needs a coffee.
No.
Yes.
What was the name of the song?
Lord's Resistance Army, which is very political for Ola Englund, the Swede. That was a big movement in which country? Congo, I think it was.
No.
Coney, yes, you know it.
What's his face? Where was it? Was Uganda.
Uganda, yeah. So I don't venture into politics at all, but it's about they basically stole children, which is fucking terrible. Yes.
Do you have a different approach if you are waiting for Fear or England?
Yes.
What it is?
If it's very brutal, it's usually Feared. If it's mid brutal and fast, it's Haunted. If it's slow and very cheesy, it's probably Ola Englund. Yes.
What kind of distortion are you using?
This is the Neural DSP Pliny plugin. Pliny. And I swear by that plugin. And he even thanked me. I've sold so many of them for him. With my impulse response, obviously. That I sell on my website. Yes. Yeah.
So you said you got married, you both got married in 2008?
With each other, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, how long have you both been working together? And has that been weird in...
Okay, I'm going to tell you the story of me and Luis. Me and Luis have known each other since we were 7 years old. The first class we went to, we're in the same class. In one picture, was it like the 4th grade or something? We even standing next to each other in the school photo, which is kind of cool. And I hope I don't say too many personal things, but eventually she switched schools, and I was into guitar playing and skateboarding and music, and I just, like one does when you're 14, 15. I didn't care about girls at all. I cared about guitar. And then, long story short, I met her at 18 at our graduation party that the schools had together. And I kid you not, it was a done deal at that point. She started singing Pull Me Under by Dream Theater. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, it's a done deal. She had a boyfriend at the time, but I'm like, okay, I'm playing the long game. So I was kick-ass. I'm still kick-ass at Counter-Strike, right? So, okay, her boyfriend had a clan, and back then, IRC channel, they had a channel together or something like that. I came in there, act a little stupid and strange, and trying to be the funny guy, and went into the clan and kicked their ass and on the Counter-Strike, and then I'm not very good I'm not good at picking up ladies. I mean, that's my first time, and it worked, I guess. But I was playing the long game. Okay, I didn't think it was until 2 years later or something like that we actually got together. So it was just grooming, I would say. And then you just have to face out the problem. In this case, the boyfriend. You face him up, and then it's like, oh, look, here's Ola.
So working together?
Working together since 2016, 17, probably. Yeah. Where I said that I was going to save her from her boring job to come work and do boring shit at my job, So we both worked in our own apartment first, and I felt pretty quick that this marriage is not going to last unless we get an office. So that's when we got an office. So not that we have a problem, it's just that sitting day in and day out, I don't think it's good. I mean, for me, I can sit every day, all the time with her, but she with me, I don't think. So, but thank you. Yes?
I had a question about
very low-key question like this.
The solar guitars production line, and kind of also mirroring today's guitar kind of industry. Like, for example, a good example is like Jackson, where they have like JS, X, Pro, Pro Plus now, and then
Pro Plus
kind
Max.
of standard USA, and then the custom shop. And Jackson is right now probably notorious that they have many quality control issues. And if you buy a Pro Plus series Jackson, it still comes with a Floyd Rose 1000, not the original, and it's factory made, and there's many people, I've read reviews where there's like, it's factory made, and I've seen pictures of with like bad fretwork or whatever. Like, where are solar guitars made, and how do you like battle against this issue of
Okay, so when we started solar guitars, we only had one factory making all the guitars, and we differentiate our models with 1 and 2 series. We have the 2 series, which is I wouldn't say lower end, but it doesn't have the same high or expensive.
Is it in Korea?
No, it's in Indonesia.
Indonesia.
But like we have a regular fixed bridge, nickel frets. Well, the 1 series has stainless steel frets, aluminum lace high dots, and Floyd Rose 1000 or Evertune or EMG pickups or whatever. So we differentiate there. Now we also have S by Solar, which is the 4 series. So we have a 4 series, which where's the 3? Whoa. Oh, something in the future? Oh, maybe.
What's the price range like?
So the S by Solar is from $249 to $350. You got yours for $249?
$249,
yeah. And then we have the 2 series. This is a 2 series, but this is a higher 2 series. But they start around $599 up to maybe $1,000, and then the 1 series start from $999 up to 1,500 or something like that.
Yeah, well, it's still reasonable, yeah.
Well, we're trying to cover every field, obviously, so everyone can have a solar, and then we also have a European custom shop as well, which is not necessarily a custom shop, but it's a shop.
Okay.
That,
Is that like more?
it's not custom because people have no idea what they want, so I'm not doing a custom shop. That's asking for trouble. We're doing really high spec.
But it's still like under 3K, or like.
No,
it's over. It's over.
Well, we have guitars in that range under 3K, like 2.5. But we launched with like a Type X that was like 4. But we sold out. I mean, they were cool as hell. But just covering all ranges. I mean, we're not selling hundreds of them, but just having them.
And was the 1 Series manufactured in Korea or
No.
was it Japan? Or
No, Indonesia.
Still. Okay.
Yeah. But now we also have other factories there. So that's the challenge today after COVID. I hate to be talking about COVID, but after COVID, a lot of things changed. Supply chains, everything became so much more expensive. So you're saying like the Jackson guitars
Yeah.
that might maybe have like the Floyd Rose 1000, but it's still like $2,600.
Yeah.
I mean, prices have gone up insanely. It's incredibly hard to
Yeah.
keep guitar prices a little lower nowadays. And we're trying our best, but it's shipping prices with containers has gone up like 900%. That's insane.
And sorry, this is my last one.
Oh, yes, okay.
Just because you rarely get to see someone who is working with like professional guitar manufacturement. So how do you, for example, if you have the highest series is manufactured in Indonesia, how do you have any sense of how the quality is controlled there in the factory?
Yeah. So, I mean, in the beginning, I went to Indonesia and did quality control every month. We're sucked. But, it had to be done. It was just me and the other guy. And we kind of then split it up. Eventually, we grew the company and we can have people going. Now we have people QCing in Indonesia. And then when it comes to our warehouse in Spain, it gets QC'd again. Because, ships and going all over the world. So you never know. So we do 2 QCs actually. And so you have to. People are very picky nowadays, obviously, because they're spending a lot of money on a guitar. So that makes sense. I mean, that's just how it is. It's a lot, guitar is fucking expensive nowadays. For a lot of people, that's their, buying a guitar for 600 euros, it's a lot of money. And here we are sitting with like $4,000 guitars and like, yeah, it's easy. No, it's not easy. Some people work for ages to afford a guitar,
Yeah.
When you launched the European made guitars, they were made in France, right?
Yes.
Have you switched factories since?
No, it's the same.
So it's still
It's one guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's not very, Tom Marceau, yeah. He's, and his team, obviously. I mean, the cool thing there is that we're not making numbers there in terms of like, we're pushing out 5,000 guitars. We're not. It's like, maximum 5 a month, maybe. And keeping it at that. Because it's just, okay, that's the next level. We know not a lot of people want that. But it's there for the people that do want it. And they're really cool. But it's very expensive for most people. I mean, I'm not playing those. Because it's just, put a guitar in my hands and it's, there's a ding in it immediately. Yes, sir.
So you talked about the Floyd Rose 1000.
Yes.
How do they differ from the originals? And are they interchangeable?
I think they are interchangeable, but basically it's just where they're made.
They are interchangeable. I've changed one to the original on guitar.
There you go. Awesome. I think that's basically what it is. I think 1000 is just, it's basically the overseas version of the original. Then there's the special, which is the same, but not as good of material. And then the 1500, which has superior material, made overseas. Just to confuse you a little bit. No, but, it's, the 1000 is fine. That's what we use in the most, most of our guitars. If we offer it. Yes.
How many solo guitars were sold in, say, 2023?
Exactly.
Is that the COVID year or no? 2022.
Last year.
Last year. Can we speak about 2022 instead, when there was COVID and everyone wanted to start learn play guitar?
Whatever. Yeah. Kind of.
No, but we're selling well.
But hundreds, thousands, or
more than thousands range. Yeah.
So that you grew in 5 years?
7 years.
7 years from zero till thousands. Well, that's
Yeah. I mean, yes. I don't like talking numbers too much, but yes, absolutely. No, yes, we've sold a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for. I'm just trying to be humble.
Do you think that's particularly you that sold that brand?
Nah, it's a combination. It's definitely not me. I mean, I push it every day, but the point with the brand is to make it its own entity, so I can just go and swim.
There are
and see
people that buy solo guitars and have no clue who you are.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, we make. Okay, I'm gonna. We did. I told you that we're selling only to consumers. That's a complete lie. I take that back.